Hey guys, it's Erica, and today I'm going to show you some swatches of the polishes from OPI's 2017 Iceland collection. If you love watching these swatch videos as much as I do, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment for me down below. The first polish I have for you is this one called Chronological Order. Now when you first look at this polish, it almost seems like it's just going to be a normal brown color, but once you apply it to your nail, you can see that it has a little bit more of a gray tint to it that makes it even more gorgeous and unique. This polish was pretty ideal, just like most of the other polishes in this collection, just needed 2 easy coats and the formula was awesome to work with. The first time using it may seem a little bit thin, but after you use it a few more times, I can tell that this polish is just going to be perfect. Especially if you're someone that loves wearing darker polishes on your nails, I would definitely recommend this one. The next one I'm going to show you is this brown polish called That's What Friends Are Thor. It may look like this one is pretty similar to the last one I showed you, but once you put it on your nail, you can see that this one is definitely more of a chocolatey brown color than the other one. This one was also a great one to work with, easy to apply onto my nails, but I would say that if you were stuck between getting this one and the first one I showed you, I would get the other one instead because this one is a more typical brown color that you might see in other collections. But if you're looking for a classic brown, then this would be the right one to pick up. Now for the most fun polish of the collection, this one is called Turn On the Northern Lights. Just from looking at the bottle, this one definitely stood out to me the most, but I was also kind of worried that it wouldn't look that great once I put it on my nail. I was really surprised though that once I put it on my nail, it looked just as good as it did in the bottle and all the cool colors and shimmer showed up right onto my nail. Also, this one was perfect in 2 coats, and honestly, you wouldn't even need a top coat if you were really running out of the house quick with this one. I would say this is definitely the right polish to get if you're looking for one that looks like nothing you have in your collection already. Continuing on with the darker polishes, this one is called Suzi and the Arctic Fox. This one also has a sort of gray tint to it, but I'd say it's definitely more of a deeper purple. I think this polish is absolutely perfect for this collection because this is always the color that I gravitate towards when it's fall and winter time. This one also was perfect in 2 coats. If you really wanted to, you could get away with 1, but I would recommend doing it in 2. And of course, just like all the other ones, this one ended up having a really beautiful shiny finish. The next one I have is this blue polish that's called Less Is Norse. I think this one is another one that is absolutely perfect for fall or winter time, and I think that anyone can rock this color. This one wasn't perfect on the first coat, but once you add that second one, it covers up completely. I think this is a great one for those of you who love blue colors but also want to go a little bit darker once it gets later on in the year. I especially love the formula on all of these darker polishes, and I love how self-leveling all of them are. Even if you're not that great at painting your nails, you don't have to worry about any patches with this one. Moving away from those dark polishes, this next one is a nude polish called Icelanded, a bottle of OPI. Even though this one has my favorite name of the collection, I wouldn't say that the color itself was my favorite. Even though it really is a gorgeous nude color, I wouldn't say that it matched my skin tone, and it wasn't the most opaque one that I've seen. It was perfect after 2 coats, but I would just say that the thing that made me not like this color as much was just that it wasn't anything too special. If you already have your go-to nudes in your collection, I don't think you need this one. Now for some color, this next one is a green polish that's called This Isn't Greenland. If I'm being completely honest, when you look at the bottle of this polish, it looks like one of those yucky, pukey green colors. So I was very worried about this one, and when you add on the first coat, it is a little bit sheer to where you can kind of see through to your nail. But once you add the second one, it does look a lot more green and a lot more shiny than it does in the bottle. So I would say that this one was a little bit of a pleasant surprise, but if you're not into green polishes, I definitely would not say to get this one. This next polish is a blue shimmery one called Check Out the Old Geysers. I'd say the best way for me to describe this one is to say that it kind of reminds me of like a Cinderella blue color. It's a really nice light blue, and I was afraid that it was going to be kind of sheer because other polishes that I've had before that look like this are normally not too opaque. But this one was really great in 2 coats and covered up completely. So if you really like these kind of light blue polishes like I do, then I would definitely recommend picking this up. This one is definitely a more winter polish, so I think this one would be great to wear in December. This next one is another fall polish that's called I'll Have a Gin and Tectonic. I think this polish is great because it's a little bit more on the girly side, but it's perfect for those of you who don't want to wear a nice bright pink polish. Also, this one was perfect on 2 coats just like all of the other ones, and the formula was easy to work with. I've been wearing this one for the past week and I absolutely loved it, so I think if you really like these kinds of light colors that aren't too bright, then this one is great for you. And I also think that this one is one that you can get away with wearing any time of the year. This next polish is a really cool pink one that's called Reykjavik Has All the Hot Spots. This one is pretty interesting because it's got that pink tint to it, but it's also got almost of a metallic kind of finish to it. This one was a little bit more sheer than the other polishes just because it's more of a shimmer polish, but if you're not careful with it and you add more of thinner coats, then you might need to do 3 coats on this one. I would say that I really do like the color and the thought of this one, but especially if you're someone that doesn't like shimmer, then I wouldn't pick up this one. But if you love shimmer polishes, then this one will be great for you. This next one is a nice purple polish called One Hekla of a Color. This is another one that was perfect in 2 coats, and I think what I really loved about this one was the color of the purple was a little bit more kind of calmed and dulled down than your typical summer purple polishes. I think this one is perfect to wear in both fall and winter time, whichever one you want. And even if you already have some purple polishes in your collection, I think this one is pretty unique and would be a good one to add in. Finally, I have this really beautiful pink color that's called Aurora Borealis. The most important thing I can tell you about this polish is that it was perfectly opaque in 1 coat. You don't even need to add a thick coat or anything, 1 thin coat is perfect. Now you might want to be safe and go with 2, but this one is completely shiny and opaque in 1. Now I wouldn't say it's the most unique pink color I've ever seen. I have seen some bright pinks like this, but if you're looking for a 1-coater, then this one is perfect. My favorite polishes in the collection are Turn on the Northern Lights, Less Is Norse, and One Hekla of a Color. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely make sure to comment down below which polish was your favorite. See you guys next time. Bye guys!